Suzanne Cote, Colorado Custom Wall Finishes, and I've been doing what I do in the specialty since 1991, kind of a long time, and I really love doing it. Today I just wanted to show you ways to bring your own home up a few levels and increase the value of it with trends that are happening now. So we will start with a question, actually. Who here, if anybody has ever replaced their cabinets?
Twice.
Torn them out. Can I ask how expensive that was? Was that a huge part of your budget?
Yeah, I replaced them with cherry cabinets, so yeah, that was a big part.
Well, you could save yourself, like 60–80% if you go with a fresh coat of paint. And there are lots of cool ways to make them look great. And let's see. All right, where's the first slide?
Forward, the arrow.
Sorry, I'm new to this.
Do you want me to do that, Suzanne?
No, I think I do. Thank you. So there is a ton of orangey oak cabinetry out there now, and it's really dated, folks, so move on. And grays, whites, dark grays, dark is like the new black. So those are definitely like great colors to stick to. But if you want to get more exciting with things, you can do blues as well. But here are just some examples of great ways to update new hardware. Just give your kitchen a facelift, and that will add so much value to your house. Let's see what I got. More orange cabinets. Those are just bad. Okay, so a new trend that really elevates things too are using really nice blues. Also, upper and lower, different color, different shades is very, very hot. And just change the lighting up a little bit and that whole new kitchen, really. So there's another example of uppers and lowers. If you want to do it right, basically the lower should be the darker color because that just is good design. Lots of people are taking off cabinet doors and hardware and filling the holes and just putting, a nice color in the background and showing off your treasured kitchen items.
I feel like you have to be neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for a small area.
Yeah.
For some of us. Here's another example of open shelving.
You dust.
And vintage look is really big right now too. So that again is like, these colored blues and stuff. But really cute way to go. So your front door is like your portal to your castle, your sanctuary. And most people know about the red doors being, good feng shui and bringing prosperity to your place. That's still very, very good trend to stick with. But you can get even more creative. There's much more license today to do, even different colors. Like, I have a client she has a bungalow and she's painting her door like a pink, and it really works to give it character and stuff.
I see purple a lot.
Purple, really.
Yeah.
Not so much, but blacks and blues again are good. Anyway, this is an interior where somebody's going with black, and it really adds some elegance. And it's just different and a hot new trend. And closet doors, painted blue, it's kind of unexpected, and they have the hardware on the outside, it's kind of clever. Here is a client's house of mine where this powder room drove her crazy. She had a beautiful house in every way, but she wanted to update this area. And, so we just painted it with, coffee-colored paint on the cabinet. She didn't even have to change the hardware. But you can paint your tiles. I don't know if anybody knows that, but if you use the right products and the right primers and all that, you can paint your tile. And welcome to 2019, you know, so stuck in the 80s, mauve. Just paint a cabinet and look how fresh that looks, so much more current. Change the mirror, a little lighting maybe. That one brought that up a few notches, I would
Did you
say.
take a picture of my bathroom? That looks very similar.
And then we have fireplace, focal walls, where here we get the orange wood again. Just get rid of that, please. And the trim around the ceiling, the trim around the windows, the base, you know, all of that oak everywhere. We brought it to white and it just made that room look and feel like it's a whole different, you know, place and time, so. Same here with the trim. And just one little accent wall in the back in a neutral color. You know, see the difference that makes. It's just so much more light and airy. Here we have your grandmother's attic transformed to a nice resort space. You know. Paint that pale. Here's a built-in that we took the doors off the top, painted the background, and painted it white, and all the other trim on the window as well. That was all oak. So we went throughout her whole house and just brightened everything up. They were moving from Florida. They love Colorado, but they wanted it to feel more like fresh and like Florida-ish, and less, you know, wood everywhere. Here's another orange oak fireplace. Doesn't that look more stately? And
I feel like there's a theme going on.
well,
I am.
the fireplace wall brick is great, but don't let it be all stained and smoky and like your grandparents' cabin. Clean it up or brighten it up with paint or wash or plaster treatment.
That one was washed. The
What?
last one was washed.
Yeah, like a lime wash.
Mm.
You can go back.
Yes.
Oh, because it was
You
red
can
before.
you can change a dark,
Mhm.
you know, ugly red color that you don't like, or that's too to something more neutral. Lots of things you can do with it. This is cementitious plaster treatment that I'm actually doing in one of Jacob's clients' house on the walls. And that was supposed to show a fireplace that that isn't in the picture for some reason, I don't know. Here is a way of using a great feature like an accent wall to make it kind of like trendy but timeless at the same time. But it adds a lot of character to that room, it just changes the whole feeling of it. Same thing here. Here.
That's cool.
It's a real statement wall there. Steps, take off your carpeting and paint the treads and risers. I'd so much rather walk up that on the right to see what's going on up there than the left one.
Is the black is latest paint or is stain? What is it?
It's just
The
paint.
black is paint?
Paint.
Okay.
But yeah,
Looks
there
like
are lots of
stain
ways
here.
to there are lots of ways to treat it. You know, you can do epoxy or gel stains or. But yeah, the whole railing and everything. You can just get rid of your oak, please. Here is this is a very popular thing, and this is something I did in that restaurant, the ombre wall, where it fades up, and people are doing it on their stairs, and it just adds like a whole nice feeling to walk up that staircase, like looking at your art at the same time.
How are you spelling that word?
Ombre, A-M-B-R-E.
Not to be confused with Hungary in Spanish.
Yeah, right.
Here's another example.
Hunger.
How are you applying that paint? Get that feather effect.
Very carefully, with like many bands of color. We use like 14 different mixes of
So you're brushing it, spraying it,
rolling, we did bands of it, and just left the space in between, and then we went back with another mixture of the two, and filled it in, and then blended, and all kinds of different tools. But this is the restaurant I've been telling you about. It's called Old Soul on 14th and Pearl, and I would love to take you over there and buy a shot for you.
Careful with
Did you
We will all be there.
Did you know there's 39 of us?
A couple at a time.
We're drinking a shot for everyone in the group.
I just want to encourage you to think about doing this for yourself in your own house, because most people wait until the very end of their time when they want to sell before they do the upgrades that make them happy being in their dwelling. Why not do it sooner? You're going to get your benefit back, and then you get to also give the gift to yourself of enjoying your own space.
Amen. I have a referral to you, Dan. I think
You don't get credit for my referral.
Does anybody have any
Questions?
inquiries?
Questions for Suzanne?
Do you pick out the colors for the clients, or?
Often. Most people don't have a vision of what they want necessarily, but I encourage them to save any visuals that they see of things that they like. And, when I meet with them, I do a free color consultation and, look at their visuals and get ideas about what they like or hate. So, yeah, but I often end up choosing, recommending. Yes.
So, I have a very bad doggie. So, she's about 65 pounds, and she jumps on the door.
Watch the door. Yeah.
And just both sides of the door, whether she's outside or inside, that's just how she communicates. So what do you recommend when you have a nice oak door that you want to repaint? Do you put like an epoxy finish over it?
Yeah,
You can paint it.
Can you electrify it?
A lot of stuff.
That might work.
that.
She already has a shock collar for the invisible fence. Let's see
Put
that.
spikes on it.
that's true.
You can fill in most cases. I don't know where it's all scratched, but if it's in the frame, that'd be hard. But if it's just gouges in the door,
But like if I want to paint
sanded
it,
and
she's gonna like rip the paint off.
No, but you put.
I have a referral for you.
And a
My
dog
friend
trainer.
Diana.
Referral for you, this dog
Sage.
Anyone else?
So I am curious, so in regards to her question, I think what you were getting at is there like a epoxy or like a finish that you can put over the paint to protect it against dog or pet scratchings? Is that a thing? Does that?
I'd seriously consider buying a metal front door.
Because a lot of people have dogs,
Fire door, yeah.
and I just feel like that would be like even if it would be a nice upsell for you
Yeah, I
and
don't
something
know.
that people would
I
like.
can't say. There are definitely more durable projects than
Yeah.
others that really,
It kind of depends.
when they cure down, they don't scratch that much. But if you've got a bull mastiff or something, I
Yeah.
can't make promises about that.
Right.
All right, we can do one more question. Bill?
Mine wasn't a question, more about, I bought a house 5 years ago with oak everything, 15 doors, 17 windows, all the trim painted myself over the years. Now my arm no longer works, so I hire her.
Yeah? All right.
And you don't have to do everything everywhere, but you can just, do the trim and not the doors, or the base and not,
What's your experience with painting over plastic laminate?
Plastic laminate.
Like-
What's an example?
Like Formica? Does
It can be-
it
it can be done.
peel? Is it really, does it work as well as when you paint it over like a tub or something that I know
It
lasts?
depends. If you're talking about using it in a kitchen application, you have to figure out if there's a food grade or food safe sealant to put over it. But
But if
you
it's couch
can do
indoors.
it and it holds up if you use the right kind of primer
Mhm.
and just good quality paint will be less from and more. But if it needs to be sealed for any kind of food prep or anything,
Right. Cool, thank you.
you need to consider those things.
All right, we'll take Javier and we'll finish it off.
You've been in the paint industry for many, many years. have you seen a major shifting in the last few years, 6 years in the paint industry?
Ever seen what shifting?
Any shifting, like, are you seeing more painting contractors, it's getting more competitive? I mean, you've been 19 years in the
Yeah.
industry.
People want to charge a lot more money for doing a lot less work or good quality work. And it's hard to find people that are reliable crews that.
Because I'm having trouble from, I'm finding that people don't want to pay the prices that I was charging back in 2010, 11.
That they're charging.
That I was charging back in 2010, 11. I'm finding that they're like, they just don't want to pay money. They just don't.
Your clients?
My
don't?
clients, I'm having such a hard time. I'm
I
like,
need new clients.
Yeah.
Are you
have you
looking
seen
at Boulder?
inflation? Have you seen products, how much they're going up lately? Like the paint industry, I mean, it's just been prices going up, salaries, home prices.
Yeah,
I don't know, I think people expect to pay, there've been many times where my price has been lower than others.
Really?
And they would choose the other contractor because they didn't like the personality of the guy that I walked through or something, because my lead didn't have enough, like, Jacob going on.
Okay.
Just didn't have enough.
That
flavor.
actually can work both ways. All right. Thank